Hello, I'm Iron Bear. Today I'm at the Battle Standard in Manchester, Connecticut, where I'll take a look at the new Cygnar Trencher models.
The Battle Standard is my local gaming store, run by Tommy and Jared. They have a pretty good assortment of tabletop war games, playing tables, and some terrific terrain. All in all, a great place to play war games. The first Trencher models came out in 2003. In December of 2010, Privateer Press released new Trencher sculpts, so I'm going to take a look. Cygnar Trenchers have a special place in my gaming heart. They were the first unit I ever bought after the Battle Box. I love that Privateer Press has given them all sorts of weapon attachments, unit attachments, and even a warjack. Trenchers have combined ranged attack, advanced deploy, the assault order, where they can charge and make a shooting attack before the melee attack, dig in, which gives them cover, and smoke bombs, which aren't as cool as in Mark I, but still very useful. The box comes with 10 models, 9 grunts and a leader. 5 of the models only need backpacks and bases attached, but 5 need arms and 3 need heads. There are a lot of little pieces. I like to keep them in a blister pack so they don't get scattered and lost. 2 of my models had bent weapons. With a little care, I was able to bend them back into shape. Don't do this too quickly, as the metal may just break and you'll have another piece to attach. There's a good amount of small flash on my models. I take a few minutes to go through each one and cut off whatever flash I find. Inevitably, I'll find more as I start to build. The first trencher I build has the gun held in both hands. His right foot has a piece of flash that needs to come off before basing. The foot in the air gives the model a dynamic feel. I use an X-Acto knife, but you could use clippers and a file if you prefer. With the Trencher Commandos, none of the bases were big enough for the models, so I had to widen the slots. Most of the Trencher models fit without any modification, but I found I needed to widen the bases for 3 models. I like to put my models into their bases early in the process. I find it easier to work with a model that can already stand. For this model, you need the right-handed gun arm. It also has 2 points to attach the rifle to the model. It's a bit fiddly, but if you try it before applying glue, you should get it pretty easily. Next, he needs a head. I couldn't tell any difference between them, so I picked one on the end, cut it off the sprue, and glued it to the top of the body. They fit pretty well, but there isn't a lot of room for changing direction. Now for the backpack. The little knob on the back fits right into the hole of the pack. Be sure the bedroll is facing up. The next model I work with is throwing a smoke bomb. I love this model. Smoke bombs are such an integral part of the trenchers, it's nice to see them showcased. I got 2 of these models in my box. I want more. This guy needs a left gun arm. I'm just using the remaining arm from my first gun sprue. The arm can be placed in a variety of angles. I made sure there was a variation on my second model. After the gun is the backpack. Next, this is one of the less involved models. All it needs is a base with a backpack. I'm calling this the Cautious Advanced sculpt. Then there is the Active Firing sculpt. Again, just a base and a backpack. Finally, there is the leader. Clearly he's the leader because he's pointing at something, I assume a mass of charging thralls. He needs to point because his mouth is covered up with his uniform, which probably is not conducive to yelling orders like assault. And of course, he gets a backpack. I'm not sure why Privateer Press made new trenchers. The new models are similar in poses as the old ones, even though the 2003 models were all one piece. The coats are a little longer, and the shoulder pads are a little more uniform. The new pose with the smoke grenade does stand out. I like that my unit attachments will fit right in with the new models, but I don't like the face of the new leader being covered up. The old one had more urgency to it. Looking at the parts section of the Privateer Press website, there is a separate Trencher leader head with his face exposed. I didn't get one in my box set. I got 3 heads that were exactly the same. Otherwise, the models are solid. They keep the original Trencher theme, long trench coats, smoke bombs, and rifles with bayonets. And I'm really pleased with the Trencher throwing the smoke grenade. That's an excellent addition to my unit. But I won't be throwing away my 8-year-old Trencher models anytime soon. I'm Iron Bear. Thanks for watching.